So Christmas is over for 2023. I hope everyone had a great festive break, whatever you were doing. And this is going to be my kind of December and November haul plus Christmas presents. There's going to be a little bit of a mix of stuff. Stuff that I've bought for myself, stuff that I've given, actually a few things from some other YouTubers. And actual fact as well, what I'm also going to do is show you some presents I got people. Not everything, but just a kind of like a few things I've got people, certainly in relates to kind of like geeky stuff. Some of the stuff I forgot to video when before I wrapped it up, so it's not everything. So let's crack on. So some of this stuff is going to be what I've bought, and then some of it is going to be Christmas. But we'll start off with a few Christmas presents, and the first thing is I'm wearing one. This fabulous T-shirt that was gifted from my brother, and my brother also gifted probably my largest present, which is this. Of course, this is a canvas print of Vigor the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2, and this will hang on my wall. I actually have another kind of canvas print with the nun, the painting from the nun on it. So this is two kind of movie paintings, so to speak, that I can hang on my wall and it look like a museum. I love it. So thank you to my brother. So let's now zoom in and have a look at the other bits that have been either gifted to myself or that I've purchased from kind of November till end of December. Let's go check it out. Okay, so next we're going to have a look at some gifts that I was given by other YouTubers, and this one actually only arrived today, or the day I'm filming this, so I haven't actually unwrapped them. I've only unwrapped the packaging material. Other than that, it's all in the bubble wrap, which I haven't unwrapped. So this comes from Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan. Carlos and I have been kind of friends out of YouTube for many years now, and the last few we've kind of sent each other a little package over Christmas and things like that. So I'm very thankful. I don't know what he sent me. It's a complete surprise. So you will open that. You will see what he's got me at the same time I will. So let's have a look. So the first thing is Trading Places, which is a fantastic comedy movie, actually set at Christmas as well, that stars Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. And this is one of the, looks like the HMV Premium Collections. I don't have this, and this is good. And this is famous, of course, for a certain sequence with Jamie Lee Curtis. This is a great movie, and obviously very apt because it is technically a Christmas movie. Let's have a look. We have JFK, of course, a kind of historical movie. This is the director's cut. Directed by Oliver Stone. I've not actually seen this movie. This one, of course, stars Kevin Costner, about a famous American president who was obviously sadly assassinated. But obviously, true drama awaits on that one. Oh, wow. Next up, we have Scarface Gold Edition, and this is a 4K version with slipcase and everything. And you've got a nice kind of gold foiled finish here. Obviously, this is one of Al Pacino's most famous roles. Actually, a remake of an older film, and has the famous, popularised the famous "Say hello to my little friend" kind of saying there. Lovely edition. I think it really pops. And then we have the Boondock Saints. This is like a DVD steelbook, and I haven't seen this either, actually. This one's I've heard of a good few times, and I know it's somewhat of a cult favourite, but I've never actually seen it. So that's actually a pretty good choice. Shall we open it up? Well, that's a double-sided one. Oh, nice. So there you go, nice embossed. It's not an English one, so I don't recognise the actual steelbook, but yeah, it's obviously not an English one, but awesome. We'll put that in just a second. And then, I think I can see what this one is, but it looks fantastic. Just be careful. So, my favourite movie is Fright Night, in case you couldn't tell by the artwork here. And this looks to be a Asian movie programme. So, and again, this is the first time I'm seeing this. Want to be careful how I open this, but let's have a quick look. So here we have this fantastic film program from, I want to say, maybe Japanese, but I'm not really sure of the writing. Friday Night, yeah, so this is legitimately my favourite movie of all time. So we've got some awesome photographs, obviously showing you kind of like sequences from the movie, the cast and things, the VFX. Such a rewatchable film. And obviously got here, it's clearly got like influences from vampires and things, even though I can't, obviously read it. Brilliant. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Carlos. I appreciate this. Very generous of you. So thank you, Carlos. Okay, so the next YouTuber is Lisa Loves. I have sent Lisa Loves a care package because Lisa has very kindly contributed to the channel quite regularly. She does reviews for me here and there. So it's very kind of, I wasn't actually ever expecting her to send me anything. She did actually send me a Grinch puzzle as well, but I took that to my family's house for Christmas, which we did. So that is left there. It's all done up in the nephew's room. So she did also send me a Grinch puzzle. Of what we have here. Let's have a look. Ooh, I didn't actually open this for this. Oh, Christina Hendricks, I believe that is. I love it. How did you know, Lisa? How did you know? I feel I'm giving. Oh, I did the. Was that from my Crushes video that we did some years ago? Can't remember them. Anyway, that is awesome, lovely. Blood red soap. So I think this is a joke present, I want to say. I'm guessing it makes your hands red. Whatever the case, I love it. And then we have a skull shot glass. Now I know Lisa's a huge fan of skulls, so I'm assuming she's probably got one of these for herself. And yeah, so you put your mixer in there and all that, your drink, and it kind of fills up with the skull pattern. And that's awesome. The last thing she sent me was a 2024 horror diary. 12 months of horror. And again, I did open this, but I haven't had a proper look through until this very video. So there's quite a lot of like information about various different horror films and stuff on here. Oh, that's pretty good. So you can kind of obviously write your entries in and things like that, but every day has got, little kind of vignettes about various kind of different horror movies and things like that. Brilliant. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Lisa. And then the final YouTuber to send me something is Aaran from Screenstars. And again, we kind of exchange kind of gifts. Now, Aaran has sent me a theme here, so everything it has a theme on it. So it's a Jaws theme. So he sent me a Boffo Jaws package here. Now, Jaws is one of my top 10 favourite films of all time, and it's one of the few films I would rate 10 out of 10. I often get asked, your reviews are always a little kind of like low scores and stuff. Don't you ever rate anything a 10 out of 10? That's because very few films are 10 out of 10, which is perfect. But Jaws is one of them. So yes, we have a selection of shot glasses there with different kind of designs on. Then we have a pin badge, which is in the kind of the shape of, shark's tooth. And we have a limited edition keyring with kind of cute little chibi characters. And then we have this cool limited edition coin. Let's just get it up so you can see it properly. There you go. Love it. If you've watched my channel for the length of time, you know I like shark films. And yeah, so it's awesome to have that. Then we have another keyring here with the actual kind of sort of Jaws logo there. With young Bruce in the background. And then we have a nice necklace. Sort of dog tag looking type things. Through the obviously a shark's tooth and the number plate that gets kind of hacked up. And then I think it's like a charm bracelet. So this is actually a silver plated ticket. And this is very generous of you, Aaron, I have to say. and it's limited to 5,000 individually numbered. And yeah, it's like pretty big. This kind of like you've got a scene on there, obviously, which is the kind of the Amity Island kind of like graffitied sign. So that is fantastic. Thank you very much, Aaron. That's very, very truly appreciated. So once again, a big thank you to Aaron, Carlos, and Lisa, all who have been very generous and sent me some stuff. So let's move on to a couple of other kind of presents that were purchased by kind of friends and family members. There were some Blu-rays and stuff which I'll kind of show in the Blu-ray section. So we're just kind of, these are only going to be things that are kind of geek related. Mandalorian socks. Da-dun. That sounds like Netflix, isn't it? Yep, you can never go wrong with socks. All right, I got a What Would Arnie Do? This is a book from my friends here. Fantastic little quotes. It's got various quotes from just Arnie in fame, from his movies. Put the cookie down now! I also got a Return of the Jedi calendar, when Star Wars was still good. So a couple of bits I've picked up between November and December, just myself, that are kind of geek related or movie related. First one is I bought this. There's this range of drinks called G Fuel, which is essentially an energy drink, and they did a horror related ones for kind of Halloween, and they're American ones, so we didn't get them here until like I think November or December. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This is obviously a Friday the 13th hack and slash flavour. I haven't tried these yet. We also have Nightmare on Elm Street one, Dream Demon. Yes, one of my sort of like things, I guess, is I do drink energy drinks. I'm not a smoker. I'm not a big drinker, but I do drink energy drinks. But I don't drink coffee, so there you go. And then we also have Chucky, Good Guys, Chucky flavour. So there you go. So that is 3 energy drinks. 0 sugar though, see? I'm being good. So yeah, so I have yet to clearly try any of these yet, but I will get to them probably within the next couple of weeks. Next up we have Funko Pop for the figure Leech. I'm a big fan of the old Master of the Universe there. I don't buy so many Funko Pops these days, but you know, this one was kind of fairly cheap. It's a little bit kind of worn, but it was less than a £5, so I picked it up. I also picked up these figures. Now these are Chinese figures. I'm not really sure what the range is, but I kind of stumbled across them, and they're like zombie figures. They're kind of like Star Wars figure scale, or G.I. Joe figure scale, if you know what I mean. And I think the idea being is that they're to be used unofficially with those kind of scale of figures. So we have, a zombie, a male zombie, a larger male zombie there, which is kind of quite cool. So yeah, these are, I think it's 3 1/4 inch scale models. So, but I got them for quite cheap. And I also got a female one. I'm not sure if they're like from a game or something. The company is called Joy Toy. They do a lot of Warhammer ones. I got my brother a Warhammer one, which is how I found these. But yeah, they're quite fun, as I say. Reasonably kind of well detailed for a relatively kind of small figure. Lots of articulation. I just thought they were fun, so I bought them. There you go. I also got this as a present from my aunt and uncle. And this is again a Funko Pop with the glow-in-the-dark Evil Lyn and a Evil Warriors t-shirt. So I will probably get this out because I probably want to wear the t-shirt. So there you go, Funko Pop. Right, so let's get on to some movies. These are mostly ones that I bought. There are a couple here that were gifts. So we'll start with some DVDs. I picked up Werewolf Santa, which I have reviewed on the channel. It wasn't very good. Let me just put it like that. That cover looks cool, doesn't it? I should have known. I should have known. Hunter X. This is a American release, and this is a film I've always wanted to see, because I actually quite enjoy kind of like vigilante kind of style movies. And there was one called Boy Wonder that I reviewed a little while ago that was very, very good. And I'd seen kind of a few kind of screenshots of this, so I thought I would pick this up. There is a review on the way for this one. Here is a largely forgotten about fantasy movie, a sword and sorcery movie. I did a review of this ages ago, and I had it on VHS. And this is Archer and the Sorceress, I think it's called, or Archer is Soldier of the Empire. I think it's got a few titles. This is the German release, and to my knowledge, this is the only disc release that you can get from it. It's never been released on Blu-ray, and it's kind of a made-for-TV fantasy movie that I think gets somewhat forgotten about, to be honest. So yeah, I'm a big fan of kind of the fantasy genre and the sword and sorcery sort of stuff, particularly the older ones. So I wanted to get a disc release of that. So the last version I had of it was on VHS. But sticking with the kind of the fantasy genre, I picked up the British release of The Iron Warrior, which is actually Ator 3. Ator, the Fighting Eagle, starring Miles O'Keefe there. Now, annoyingly, I had not long before this bought the American version, not knowing there was an English version on the way. But I prefer to get an English version if I can, particularly because I don't know if players down the line will work with an American version. This one has a kind of a slipcase, and then you obviously have to put in the more recognisable artwork, which is actually reversible to that. And for obscure fantasy movie fans, a little bit of trivia for you. The mask here, which is actually kind of the character is Ator's twin brother, which doesn't make sense because in the first two movies he didn't have a brother, but there you go. But this is the same mask that was used in one of my favourite fantasy movies, Hearts and Armour, which is another Italian produced movie, and they used the same mask as for one of the bad guys in that, like a mercenary. So yeah, but Iron Warrior is actually, although it's a little bit arty, it's actually my favourite out of the Ator movies. Although Miles O'Keefe really doesn't say very much, that's probably why I like it. Right, next up we have a metal pack from G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, and this is an Asian release, and I couldn't remember if I have. I still can't remember if I've already got Rise of Cobra. I know I've got the second one, but I couldn't remember if I had the first film. But I like this one because it has different artwork, and you've got sort of Storm Shadow on the front there. So yeah, I mean, the movies aren't brilliant. They have yet to do a really good kind of G.I. Joe movie, but it's a kind of it's a thing of the past that I used to like. So this was actually a gift. This is the Mandalorian Season 1 Steelbook. So yeah, I really quite like the Mandalorian actually, as a kind of a series. I know there's a lot of hate for Disney Star Wars, but I really do at least the first two seasons of the Mandalorian. The third one not so much, but yeah, a great series. A few filler episodes and stuff, but and a really nice looking steelbook with kind of newly commissioned artwork there. I love the music to this series; it's brilliant. Next up, we have Bad Moon, and this is the German release. Now, this is a steelbook for this movie, which is a largely somewhat obscure movie, but to this day, I would argue has probably the best looking on-screen werewolf. Now, it's a bit of a ropey transformation sequence, I will admit, but the actual werewolf itself, which is obviously all practical because this is like a mid-90s movie, is really good. And this one stars Michael Parry, and I believe it was directed by Eric Red. And it's a fantastic artwork on that. I mean, look at that. I had actually bought the media book of this, and I was like, oh, do I want to double dip? But it was just like, I just like that artwork. It looks awesome on steelbook, so I had to get it. Sticking with a horror theme here, and this was a Christmas gift from my friend. So thank you, Chris. And this is, of course, The Nun 2. I actually really dug The Nun, the original Nun film. I know I'm in the minority for saying that, but I really liked it, and I liked The Conjuring 2. So yeah, obviously I want to continue getting the Conjuring movies, steelbooks. So I've got all of them so far. So I definitely wanted to get this. This is a nice 4K steelbook. Although I don't have a 4K player, so I only ever really I'm going to watch the Blu-ray. But yeah, I like the Steelbook. I still like the movie. There you go. So you may know I'm a bit of a Marvel fan, and I've picked up a couple of Marvel Steelbooks to kind of flash out the collection. This one, these days I actually don't get like new releases. I wait, because there's so many produced, they always go down, especially these kind of initial ones. So this is the Wakanda Forever Black Panther Steelbook, and you know, I got this brand new off eBay for £15. You just got to wait. You just got to wait, and it'll turn up. Some of the kind of the re-releases you might want to pick up, but when the initial launches, like I still haven't got Quantum Mania yet. I'll just wait until it's cheaper. But yeah, this is they released 2 Steelbooks in the UK, and this was the more uncommon one. I did get the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and this was actually a Christmas present from a friend of mine called Steve. So I appreciate that. So this is actually, at the moment, the most current version, the most current release from Marvel, until we obviously get the Marvels, which I definitely won't be getting on day of release. That'll be way down the line when it gets cheap. Next up, we have the Iron Man Best Buy Disney 100 Years Anniversary Steelbook. I quite like fairly simple designs a lot of the time on Steelbooks, and a lot of people don't like this range, but I kind of do, and I think this is the only Marvel one you can get. So I kind of quite dug it. I picked this one up. This was one thing I got in November, and it's just about the only thing I think I got in November. But I like it. I think it's a kind of quite simple and striking design. There you go. This one is what's a present I'm going to show you. So this is Thor Ragnarok, and this is one of the premium releases. I want to say it's from Wheat, this one, and yeah, it's a nice edition here. Let's give it a quick unboxing. Why not? So this one is unsealed, so I will quickly show you. So you have that is the actual kind of Steelbook. Of course, you get loads of bump in there, and that's limited to just over 1,000. And then the final thing I picked up is this edition of Sunset Society. Now, I got offered a screener for this like ages ago, but I never actually got around to watching it, so I still haven't watched it, to be honest with you. But I found this kind of quite fun edition. It's a vampire movie that stars Lemmy Kilmister, of course, from Motorhead. And you've got a couple of other kind of recognisable rock-related kind of people in there as well. And I believe it's partially animated. And with this you get the Blu-ray, DVD, CD, and you actually get a 7-inch vinyl as well. Limited to 2,000. So yeah, I thought it was a kind of fun edition, and this cost me kind of less than £10. So well, you know, pick it up. How bad could it possibly be? So there you go. So it's Sunset Society. So that is all of my pickups for November and December, including what I've bought plus what I was given. Now let's have a quick look about some of the stuff that I have got other people. This isn't everything, and again, this is just related to kind of geeky stuff. So let's go check it out. So we have Carlos, who again is a YouTuber, Eastwood for Life fan. Please do go and check him out. Carlos is a guy I've got friendly with outside of YouTube. We often have chats about movies and YouTube and the other kind of stuff. So let's check out what I've got him. Now, Carlos is an avid movie collector, so it's really difficult to know what to get him in regards to actual films, because I tend to get him doubles. So what have I gone for? A film I know he'll definitely love, 50 Shades of Grey Blu-ray Steelbook. I'm sure he'll absolutely love that. With the name of Eastwood for Life, I'm taking it a bit of a chance. Now, he's clearly obviously got Dirty Harry, but does he have the Dirty Harry media book? Let's have a quick look. So yeah, so he'll definitely obviously have this film probably multiple times, but I don't know whether he'll have this edition. So I went for obviously this one. It's English text, so I'm not quite sure where it's from. Probably from England, I would imagine. I've got him like a little picture, obviously, of Clint Eastwood. A little film kind of cell style kind of display picture there. And the main thing, I guess, is this. And he's a big kind of action movie fan, venture movie fan. So this is a like a kind of replica prop of a thing from Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know, that's the Eye of Ra, I believe it's meant to be. So yeah, so you get a kind of life-size replica of that. That's the thing that Indiana Jones put on, not the pole that he could have put on the ground. And you get a kind of like little display piece there with the, you know, his university kind of ID and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm pretty sure he's not got that. So that's what we went for Carlos. So this one is for Lisa Loves, who is a YouTuber and who has contributed to the channel, my channel, known her for a long time here. This is actually the first time I've ever sent her anything. So let's check out what I've got her now. Lisa doesn't really buy Blu-rays or DVDs, so I had to kind of give her a horror-related gift here without resorting to actual film. So let's check out what I managed to find for her. So, the first thing I found was some Skull ice cubes. So you fill these with water and you know, you put them in the freezer and they form little Skull ice cubes. I got her a bath bomb, in the shape of a tombstone. Let's have a look. I got her some earrings. Now, I didn't even know her ears are pierced, I have to be honest with you. I'm assuming they probably are. And these are kind of Jason Voorhees, but women. Little earrings there. Let's hope she's got her ears pierced. Got her a kind of a bit of a joke present, really. It's actually a promotional item from the film Hidden Figures, but it is a pearl necklace. We have this Alien Covenant. This is actually a promo item that I managed to get. And it's basically a pack of Alien playing cards. They're all sealed up so I can get them out. So yeah, Alien playing cards. Sticking with Alien, we've got an Alien bottle opener in the form of a face hugger. We have a poster. I got tons of posters looking around. This is like a little mini one, just so it could go in the box here, and it's of Halloween, the 2018 version. And then finally, which I think is the most fun item, which I'll show you just a second. It looks like a VHS for the movie It. But what could it be? You can got a VHS kind of thing in there. It's actually a perfume. I have no idea what it smells like. It could be horrible, but it's a fun aesthetic. So that is Lisa Loves. So this one is for my brother, and I'm going to have to put this in another box. You might think I work for DHL. I actually don't, but I have access to their boxes, which are good for presents. So let's check out what goodies I've got for him here. He's a Warhammer fan. So I've got him this box of Space Marine Raptors. I don't really know which factions he uses. I know he uses one Chaos Army, Slanesh. It's the only one I can remember. So yeah, he's got those. This is some kind of chocolate that we used to have when we were kids. They're kind of like, they're quite a low melting point, so they kind of they sort of dissolve in your mouth like pretty quick. We used to get these when we were kids, and I found them and I thought I'd pick them up for him. I got him this Thor memory USB, so that kind of plugs into your computer and acts as a like a USB flash drive ultimately. As mentioned, he's kind of into sort of Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games. So there's a D&D water container. And then we got a War Duke, who you'll know from Dungeons and Dragons t-shirt. Now I've got to fold that up and make it look like it's new again. And the final thing, and this is sticking with the kind of the Warhammer theme, but it's something a little different. This is a figure from a company called Joy Toy, which is a Chinese company, and they do some quite sort of detailed like figurines, and there's absolutely loads of them with different ones. Again, I don't remember which factions he had, so I went for a Chaos one, even though that looks like Khorne rather than Slanesh, but whatever. So for my nephew's kind of main present, so to speak, this is the younger one. I kind of got them both the same, but different things. So this is essentially a gel blaster gun, which is a little bit like it's all kind of destructed, so I won't obviously show you necessarily, but just loads of pieces. But it's a bit like a paintball gun, and but it just shoots gel kind of like pellets. It doesn't hurt as much as paintball. So it's safer. It's kind of like a cross between Nerf and a kind of paintball. And I also got him a mask to wear, so I don't obviously get it in the eyes. Obviously that's from Squid Games. So that's for the younger one, this one. And I've got the same thing for my older nephew. This is obviously a little easy to look at because it's got a picture from the actual box. So this is an AK-47. Again, it's a gel blaster, same sort of thing. They're battery powered. Not too expensive, I have to be honest with you. And obviously they're in bright colour, so you can't be fooling anyone and thinking it's a real gun. But these are, I won't open it up because you can obviously see what it is. I did get him also the Squid Games mask to go in it, just to kind of obviously make sure they don't shoot each other in the face. So they've already got pistols of these, but I thought I would get them kind of like machine gunny type ones as well to have a bit more fun with. Giving guns. That's what Christmas is all about. So this is actually a box for my youngest nephew, and he's 10 at time of doing this video. So let's have a look what we've got there. So obviously bear in mind the kind of the age we're looking at here, but there's some geeky stuff in here that I think people will enjoy. But let's have a look. So first up we have a Bane luchador mask. Now my sister-in-law, my nephew's mother, is actually Mexican, so that has that kind of obviously geeky thing, but also the kind of Mexican heritage as well. We have a pair of elf ears for sort of messing around cosplay stuff. I just sort of saw them and thought they were kind of quite fun. We have a large, oh god, there's not enough room for this, gummy dinosaur. He was big into dinosaurs when he was a little younger. He's a little bit sort of, out of it now, but I saw this and I thought, giant kind of like candy, gummy Tyrannosaurus Rex, why not? We have a poo, a stretchy poo, and why not? Yes, I do like to include a couple of jokey presents. That's not the only jokey present I got. I just saw these poop bags for a dog. I don't have a dog. I just thought it'd be funny. So yeah, he's got some Halloween poop bags to go with his stretchy poo, I guess. We've got this Bakugan. I don't really know what it is. some type of card game, a bit like Pokemon, I would assume. But it looks cool. It's got like monsters and things on it. I just thought it looked quite fun, like the artwork on it, robot monsters and dragons and things. I got him some like cosplay, like steampunk goggles. Just for a bit of fun. I got him a pumpkin bath fizzer. Obviously, this was out for kind of Halloween, but you know, who doesn't love pumpkin bath fizzer any time of year? The boys' Book of Survival. He's actually quite academic, my younger nephew. So I think, you know, a book, and it's meant to be somewhat of a kind of a joke, but it's, you know, he's quite interested in all this kind of stuff. So that'll probably just stay on the shelf. Who am I kidding? And then the kind of the thing he was asking for was this basketball jersey. I don't really know what I've bought. I don't follow basketball, but it's the Lakers jersey. Who knows if it's the right size? Get it online. Anyway, there you go. So that is my my nephew's kind of box of little presents. This is going to be another little lad. I'm going to have to get a bigger box of this one because I bought this and it didn't fit in this one. This is for a 10-year-old, so he's into Pokemon and football. So of course I have got him a Pokemon football. It needs kind of inflating, obviously, but that's kind of why this will not fit into that box. So I'll have to get a different box. But what else is in here? Let's have a look. We have a Pokemon water bottle. This is going to be a pain, I know. Pokemon water bottle. He really likes white chocolate, so I've got him white chocolate popcorn with brains. Lovely. A Thor set of light up headphones. We've got a Pokemon Pez dispenser along with some, obviously, more sweets that go in there. We got him a Pokemon stationery set. Got him this book, Darth Vader and Son, which is kind of like a, you know, kid's book. Packet of Pokemon cards, Obsidian Flames. A kind of bigger pack of Obsidian Flames. A Pokemon door stopper thing. A pack of Lost Origin Pokemon cards. A Pokemon double feature movie on DVD. And this kind of like other kind of card game thing, which I don't know what it is, but I thought it had some cool monsters on, so I thought that looked good. So this bunch is for my friend Steve's birthday, which is in late November. So this will be the first one that's will be given out. It's actually his 50th, so I'm actually going to get him a bigger Christmas present because it's not arrived yet. But I've got him a Slaughtered Lamb t-shirt from, obviously, American Werewolf in London. I got him this one, so I suspect he has, but I actually bought this thinking it was a Blu-ray, which it does have a Blu-ray in it, or a DVD, I should say. So I don't know if he's got that or not. Probably got it, but I don't know if he's got the one with the DVD. So we'll see. He's actually quite a fan of like the World War II. You know, obviously war and everything, World War II. Particularly kind of like the German side of stuff. So I got him a couple of books. I got him that one. These are older books that I picked up. And Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy. There you go. That's a fun 50th birthday present, isn't it? So there you go. So that is his birthday presents. Steve's wife for Christmas. She's into Harry Potter. So just got her a Harry Potter Pez dispenser. And a pack of Harry Potter bubble baths. I think they're in the shape of like Christmas baubles, which I think is quite fun. So this one is for my friend Chris, who you may have seen on a few reviews, a few videos. He's done the kind of the car books eBay challenge. Anyway, and he's a big Stallone fan, and I picked him up the Tulsa King Season 1 steelbook. This is an American steelbook. So I know he's seen the show and he enjoyed it, so but he hasn't got the actual physical copy. So I picked this steelbook up, so hopefully he won't buy this before now on Christmas. The same is true of this next one. So this is the Demolition Man German steelbook. Now in the UK we've just had a British version that was released, and I know he's kind of got his eye on it, but I'm just hoping he doesn't go for it, because I'm filming this actual video way before Christmas, so he's got a couple of months to pick this up. So yeah, Demolition Man, again, a Stallone movie. As I mentioned, he's a huge fan. This German one, actually pretty scarce on the ground. It's decreased in value because of the, the English version has now come out. But, he's got a reasonable Stallone collection, so I thought I would help him out and add this one to it. And sticking with Stallone again, this is actually a DVD set of the first 3 Rambo films, and this is, I believe, an Australian one, and it has a metal box. Again, he's got these films a bunch of times, but I know he hasn't got this edition, so I thought it's quite a nice kind of display case. And he's a big Stallone fan, so that is his Christmas presents. And Chris's eldest son is getting into horror and steelbook, so I thought I would gift him for Christmas this Evil Dead 2 steelbook. Evil Dead 2 is the film that kind of really got me properly into horror, and has one of the best endings, I think, out there, to be honest with you. So yes, I got Chris's eldest son this steelbook, and hopefully it's not one he's got. So next up is, this is actually my friend Chris. It's actually for his birthday, which is January the 12th. I picked him up the Star Wars Caravan of Courage and Battle of Endor, the Ewok movies. Found this on DVD, so I picked that up. As mentioned, he is a huge fan of Stallone, and he's kind of getting quite a impressive Rambo collection. So I got him this Best Buy, which is, I think it's actually a Canadian release, First Blood steelbook, which he hasn't got. So there's that. And then also for his birthday, I got him the Best Buy Total Recall steelbook as well, which is again a Canadian version. Chris's youngest son, for Christmas, he's a fan of Stranger Things, so I found this Stranger Things bath bomb, which has got the kind of the Demogorgon. That's a kind of a disposable bath bomb. And again, sticking with Stranger Things, I got him this set of kind of small figurines. I'm not really sure if he's got any of these, if I'm honest. I thought I'd get this one because it has obviously Eddie in it, who's a fan favourite, and obviously you've got the other characters there. You've got little accessories to go with that as well, and apparently a surprise figure, which I'm assuming is probably Nancy. So yeah, that is Chris's youngest son.